was longer than a second.
A bit longer than a second, but you can hear us now, so
I had to play technical support.
Yeah. My headset was wrong and they've changed it. To be fair, I did select speakers, but it was like they listed it twice on my same headset. So it was very, very weird. But we're here now and we've got lots to talk about. So I am going to get straight into it and say some hellos because we have like 52 minutes left. So let's go through Twitch. We've got Young Boy Ivan. Hello to you. We've got Demon's Rage 30. Hello to you. We've got Rafcore. Who else have we got? We've got Grey Malian. God, we always see you here, Grey Malian. Good to see you again. We got the Thunderbot. Good to see you. Runan, we are now back on. I will send a message in both. And we've got Crusher737. Hello to all of you. That is on Twitch. Who has YouTube?
I do have YouTube, but I have Facebook too. Yanis, do you want to make YouTube?
I'll do YouTube. Hello, Alto Phil, Ulfstar, E-Roads, True Cosmic Digilabs, God of Quirk, Star-Lord, Runner Josie, Master Ninja, Bank 6 Comel, and Certainly, and Windblade.
Yeah, hello everyone. And from Facebook, our friends, Cory Speaks, hello to you. Fernando Galindez, Cyrillic name, I think I cannot read. Lenin Rollo, Paul Gringen, Peter Hodgson, Raymond Mickens, hello to everyone. And thanks for joining us.
Hello. Cool. Yanis, do you have Facebook?
No, that was Facebook.
Oh, that was.
Jairo did it.
Okay. Yes. YouTube then, right?
Already done everything.
Okay, we've already done everything. This is not a good start for me. Right, let's go.
Not a good start.
Let's go into the event. Not a good start, but it's nice to see everybody again. Jairo, what have we got coming up this week?
We have the lesser of two evils. You can choose which ones. But yeah, it's actually a Dale's special because we are introducing a new battle booster that you did, Dale, and we'll leave you to explain how it works. But yeah, it's quite simple, but it's quite nice. I mean, it's a new Grimzik. We are filling the color table, and now we will have 20 green Grimziks from the event. It's a prime event. It's half a million total. And you will get up to 5,000 prime shards. That's the good stuff you can get from it. And if you want to go to the lineup, we can see it's. I have lowered the amount of steps, so it's every 2,500 points, so you don't have to be claiming thousands of rewards, making life a bit easier to everyone. And yeah, it's a lot of Prankor shards, a lot of Alloy and Urgent for people that wants to contribute to Alliance HQ. Premium shards, 3-star shards, 4-star shards, and a spark. But yeah, it's a Prime Core event. It's kind of easy if you are doing it with your alliance. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and also a new battle booster.
Yeah, cool. So Acid Kremzik is pretty simple. It lasts for 15 seconds, it doesn't do much damage, and it will negate all healing, and it will jump to a target once that building is destroyed. So that is pretty cool. If you're, I know quite a few players have got some Kremzik canisters. It's not going to drop from them on release. So hopefully you've not already opened them. It was in the newsletter, but they will be added to the bundles, to those canisters very soon, right, Hyro? It's going to be some time.
Yeah, we'll leave some time too.
On parenthesis, it doesn't stop any kind of healing. It stops any regeneration or kind of like area healing on the buildings.
Yes.
But if you have like a little bot going around healing your buildings, I think that probably will go through.
Yes,
but
it will, because it's single target.
Regeneration. Yeah.
Yeah. It's single target, so it will just be on the building. So if there is a bot, like Yannis said, next to it, it will not stop the healing on that.
Yep. Yeah, some people are mentioning that idea was around. You stole the idea, Dale.
Yes,
but
people wanted it. They wanted kind of like a boost that can stop healing, because healing at the time when we did this was, well, as Yannis knows, it was rampant before Yannis nerfed it because it was too strong.
There's not that much difference. It's just like it's not done, doesn't overstack. So, but I think it's still quite potent, and it can be still quite useful, especially on some like core of defense when you have too many defenses around.
Cool.
Yep. So it's kind of an introductory level. There will be a bundle this weekend with them, and then we'll introduce it to the canisters. It won't take long, but yeah.
Nice. And also Prime Core Shards, which is nice this week as
Yeah,
well.
it's 5,000. I mean, it's quite a good amount. If you count this one even and then the individual one, you will have enough to unlock a new Prime Core.
Cool. And I guess while we're on the subject of boosts, Rafcore is asking, another idea I put on the survey was about a way to level up our boosts, like up to level 3 to improve them. Could boosts be improved in the future, do you think?
I don't think so. I mean, a lot of people don't have the earlier level of boosts anymore. I think we stopped giving them out like a couple of years ago. So I think it would be too much of a feature just for something that doesn't have as much as a kind of like use that. Like there might be potentially that we might need to enhance some of the boosts of the level 3 though variety in the future. That's probably something potential, but I don't think we're gonna be upgrading the Mark 1 to Mark 2 or Mark 3 or something.
Cool. Somebody saying I can't wait out to try out this new creme. That's good, Crusher. You'll get it free in the event. And Rafco is saying, is there a perk for that in the Titan lab? No, there's no perks which increase your battle boost, but that's a good idea, isn't it? Could that potentially be something, Yanis, in the future? Potential perk?
Potentially, we don't know where it's gonna, guess what are gonna be the next steps on the Titan perks. I know like a lot of people are sticking with points, they have nothing else to do with them. We need to kind of like think about if we're gonna expand it or if it's gonna expand the same way as it currently was, or take another step, which is why we stop people from collecting after a point. We just want to have a better think. But yeah, it's gonna come. But I mean, it's gonna be expanded in the future, but it might not be exactly the same way as you used before. But we don't really have any concrete plans yet.
Cool. Runan's asking, getting close to having all the defensive primes, will there be another batch?
So I am gonna say this, so people say they take a note that we didn't say, we didn't go on of it. There is a couple more that we have not released. So if you're saving, you should save your prime core start until we get all 11. I think they are, which is the same as the bot one out. So don't go and spread them somewhere else and they say you didn't tell us there will be others. In the next kind of like a batch of defenses for HQ18, we're going to be releasing, there's some other like prime core, defensive prime cores that we have not released yet. So yeah, do not spend them, keep them and save them for the next one.
Cool. And I guess we can talk about the elephant in the room since we're all talking about it and we've all seen it over the last few days, is the VIP system. And yes, we have had some criticism over our first iteration that we posted, and we took your feedback. I think from our point of view, players keep saying that we've presented like a really bad idea for the program only to then bring out what we intended so everybody accepted it. No, that's not true. We put out a first iteration. We got your feedback. It was quite clear you didn't like it, and we took it to the team and Hyro, and we revamped it. So yeah, please don't look into any of that. You hated it. We got it. You didn't like it. We reviewed it. It's now better. From our point of view, in terms of PX, I don't think people really kind of understand the process. Is to be a VIP player, you've got to send an application, you've got to meet the requirements. Our team have to pick it up. We've got an email full of them. We've got to make sure that your account is liable for it. We then have to onboard you. We have to then say why you've been a VIP player, and that is very time consuming. And when you've got so many people wanting to be part of the program, it's unmanageable. It's just simply not possible. So moving to this new system is much better because we can automate that process. And then the time we're actually using to actually onboard all our VIP players, well, we're actually going to be putting that time back into you because we want to talk to you on a one-to-one basis. So if you have been an ex-VIP player, then we will be reaching out to you. We've just done a form so you can fill it out. I kind of get it where people are a little bit upset, more talking about loyalty. I hope that we can do something to address loyalty in the future, but it's not going to be with this whole like new change of a program. Like anybody can be part of it. You don't have to send an application form out and things like that. So yeah, there's been lots of changes, and look, we're still open to ideas on improving the system. So keep telling us what you hate about it, but we're not going to make everybody happy. You know, there's going to be some people who are going to be missing out. There's going to be some people who are just about even, and there's going to be some people better off. And unfortunately, we just can't make everybody happy with this. So I am going to read some of the opinions. We still really dislike this. You're taking away something that you gave us, and we've earned, and then telling us we have to pay for it. I kind of understand, you know, if you've been part of the VIP program for so long, you had something, you know, people went free to play as well. Because they just enjoyed the rewards so much, they didn't really have to do anything else. But from our point of view, yes, it's very easy just pushing rewards out every month, but you've got to think about everybody else who wants to be part of the program. That certain aspect of it was just unmanageable for us. Seitan Lee saying you're removing a loyalty program and offering dollars spent for it. Again, from our point of view, we've put it down from $19 to $9.95. So if you are purchasing the Cyber Pass, anybody, you don't have to be VIP, can be part of the reward system. Now, if you are not getting the Cyber Pass, how is the VIP or old VIP rewards any better for you? Because the Cyber Pass is the best bundle in the game, sub $10. It's a fact. And if that's not good enough for you, the VIP rewards, which they were, are definitely not going to help you anymore. Mike and Louis saying, will there be a last VIP award for current VIP members before it ends? Something maybe special for us. Again, I know people are talking about loyalty and just want that acknowledged in some way. I'm sure, you know, loyalty wise, we can look at that in the future, but it won't come with this update. I mean, we appreciate it, don't we, Hyro? People who've been part of this game 6 years, like that is absolutely amazing. I wish there was a way that, you know, you could show that off to other people in the game, in some way. It's probably very difficult to do, to show off how, and you know, like special avatars to say how long you've been part of the game or something like that. Just something exclusive and special would be quite nice. But again, this is not what the change is going to be about. What else have we got?
It's understandable that many players are not happy that being VIP in the past, now they have to do this minimal spend. This is really the minimum point we could set for a spend level to become a VIP. But on the other hand, we think many other players will become VIP on a monthly basis, and they can enter into this program easily. And also kind of players that haven't been in the game for years still being VIPs. It doesn't make much sense. And yeah, this was something that we know it's not gonna be popular, but on the other hand, it needed to be changed to something more accurate to the game status, and especially in a 7-year-old game.
Cool. What else is going on?
Yeah, let's look for questions.
It is lots of VIP stuff. Yeah, look, we get it. Some people like it, some people don't like it. It's just very hard to find the balance which suits everybody. Like Hyro mentioned, we've had people part of the program for years now. There's no good way to sort that out. And we are trying to make changes, which is better. I mean, there's going to be quite a few players who are going to be better off. Again, there's going to be some who are even, and yes, there is going to be a minority who are not going to be as well. We just can't make everybody happy. But this is a free game, you know. We don't really do much. We don't put any adverts in the game. You know, unfortunately, a game has to make money to survive. That is just the normal life. That is just life.
I mean, it's not that crazy to think that if you're happy with a game, you kind of want to support it. We're not asking you thousands of dollars. We're asking $10 for not for free, for something you are already getting into the game, that a lot of value. We want to see it this way, but of course, many people won't, but we cannot do anything else about it. It's some update we needed to do, and fortunately, it's the way it is. But to be honest, it's not bad. I mean, if you think any other VIP program in any other game with that cost level, it's kind of good. But yeah, we understand that many people is disappointed that we will have to take it.
Cool. Raywave saying a free 5-star would ease players' anger. I joined 1 month after the game went live. That is, I mean, we give a free 5-star away once a year. That was already a big change from the team 2 years ago because it was a 4-star originally. It went 5-star, and then it went 5-star combat, and then it went 5-star, and then obviously once we hit 10 years, Yanis has also promised 1 5-star bot and 1 5-star combat, which we are still holding him to.
10
So,
years. Yeah.
so,
Anyways, I
cool.
think maybe you can jump into a different subject. If we see a very meaningful question or
Cool.
feedback, we'll try to look for it.
Cool. Crusher saying, really love the game since I noticed it back in 2016. Being a fan of Transformers growing up in the mid 80s, and wow, love seeing them in action. That's a really nice comment to make. Thank you for that. Rafkel saying, I hate sounding like a broken record, but I would like to ask about combiner sounds on their lab. Like, any news about it? Do you recall that one? I don't recall that
No.
one.
What?
Yeah, I don't
Sorry,
recall that
can
one,
you repeat the
Rafkel.
question?
Something about you would like to ask about combiner sounds on their lab. Like, any news about it?
Combiner what?
Combiner sounds.
Sounds.
Yes, sounds on the lab. But I don't recall seeing that question before. But it has been like 2 months since I was last on stream. So
I mean, unless there's like some combiners don't have a sound when they combine in the lab, maybe something we need to have a look on. But I don't know what else it's gonna be.
Cool. I'm just going to pick up this last question. Penny Lancaster saying about the mass banning and muting that we did on Discord. Yes, it was heated when we did the first phase of rewards, and people were just like going crazy. We needed to calm down the room. There will be a mass unban and unmute. Don't worry about that, because obviously people are much happier with the revamp that we've posted today. So don't worry about that. Rafkel saying combining sounds sound like regular bots transforming.
Depends on the combiner, depends of other things. I mean, we can have a look at maybe these new combiners. I don't think it's generic like everything, but there is combine. I mean, there used to be, unless it's totally broken. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and Darcy Tyler is also mentioning something about the dialogues. I am noting this down and we'll have a look. So apparently you're getting auto dialogues every time you hit replay on a Decepticon bio.
That's a bug. I
It's
think
a bug,
when you go through the profile of the bots and you try to see the replay of their story, I think it always picks the Autobot functions of the thing. So something we need to fix in the future.
Okay. New combiners. Next combiners. When? Why? How?
Yes, when? When are they coming, Yanis? Hasbro dropped
I don't know.
these new combiners. Sorry, new Titans on us.
Well, like, how do you change between combiners and Titans?
I've just read it on I've read it on YouTube. So it's like, oh no, and then I was reading the combiners one, but I guess
combiners. We can talk about combiners.
Okay, when are they coming?
About Titans. I don't know when Hyro wants to fit them.
Yeah,
I think they went through testing. They're nearly ready. We just need to find the time.
Yeah, so we can. This saga it's set. Maybe next.
Probably next saga. So in 5 weeks' time or something.
Yeah,
5-6 weeks time.
So we would be talking September. 1255. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk on that.
Cool. So since our last stream, we launched Alliance HQs. What's everybody thinking about them in the chat? Let us know. Before we actually came on stream, Yanis had to donate to his Alliance. So I hope everybody else is the same. So this is another reminder, because we do need more reminders in the game that when you need to donate. If you haven't, go donate to your Alliance. That's pretty cool. What else have we got? When is HQ Phase 3? I think there's still some time.
Yet.
Yeah,
probably around after September or something. We need to examine things, and we probably need to do some testing. We have a new designer joining us next week.
And a new community manager,
which is the replacement of Fabian. It's been a long time coming, so he's gonna be the new kind of like senior designer of the game and think when we get him onboarded or something like that, we can start planning ahead and have more traction, moving quicker and stuff on things, and start like moving on with the HQ 18 and all the other things. So yeah, we'll be up to full strength soon. So thanks for the patience for the people of our delay, but yeah, we have a lot of content to be releasing in the coming months.
Cool. Some opinions on Alliance HQ for you. I'm loving them. Still haven't leveled up mine, but I love the perks like reduced research time. The research boost needs to be 25% at max. 15% doesn't really see it. Well, there's some conflicting opinions there. That's nice to know. Decreased donation times. It feels too long. The Alliance HQ seems like an interesting concept, but I think the amount of benefits are offering a little underwhelming. I think you got to think about it as an idea. It is going to be built on in the future, I imagine, Yanis, right? And there's probably
Yeah,
going to be more things
we can
coming.
expand it for sure. I think a lot of the biggest perks that we have at the moment are more kind of like designed for uh, junior alliances, more like earlier players or earlier alliances will have more of the benefit, which is why like it's not that expensive currently to donate. It's kind of designed for earlier players than kind of the later players. There's a lot of the perks which coming later on, which is gonna be more kind of like targeted to the more senior alliances, more of the other alliances, like the striker perk and the defender perk, and of course the XP during events. And from then onwards, we can add more stuff that can be more interesting for more players in the future. But it's a toolkit, like something that allows us to do this. Like most of the work done was to do this whole donation system and to hold this scene. But I think we can expand it easily going forward.
And I'm going to ask this question. Has anybody noticed anything in the water yet? No, Dan, we've not heard any of that. Keep your eyes peeled. There is a surprise somewhere. We might need to up the percentage of that. What else? What about more squad slots? Oh, Windblade, we just give you more. Do you want more?
They will never stop asking. They'll just prepare yourself because you took over it now. So.
Cool. Maybe Christmas, maybe. Cool. Darth Tyler says, wait, there's something in the deep. Maybe something is lurking in there. Somebody's saying they would like to see their strongest bots walk around the Alliance HQ, which could be kind of cool. But I was thinking more of a boat where they sit in a boat and then go round the Alliance HQ. What are you thinking, Yanis?
You know. There's some cool, there's some cool characters making appearance in the scene if you just have a look at it. So
cool.
Looking at it.
Nice. All right. I'm going to move over now to some new bots that we are releasing. Unless you want to go into something else, Yanis.
Will we announce the new 5-star watch?
We can announce the ones that the content creators
except for the one that has not been announced yet. And so you're going to have to take it because I don't know,
okay,
what we have not announced.
I don't. Wait, I think there's one or two. Let me see. Let me check the list.
By the way, Facebook is live now. Apparently it went down before, so it's fixed.
Okay. So if you're just joining us from Facebook, we apologize. So we've got the I actually don't know which ones we have announced yet.
Well, we can
announce the endurance.
These ones.
Yes, the Sentis twins are coming.
The Sentis twins are going to be one of the 5 stars coming.
Yes. And then we've got. Sorry, you take this.
No, you do it for it because
So we got the Sentis twins, and we've got Rotorstorm and Spinister, which won the community vote, and the endurance bots. I forgot which ones we were. Wait, did we have?
It was Roadbuster.
Roadbuster and Half Shell. Yes. So we've got those three in at the moment. But I think the biggest question is Yanis. So we've got the new combat coming for. Well, can we call it combat or weapon?
So yeah, I mean we're gonna cover it. We should probably cover it now.
Yes, let's cover it.
So a lot of people are asking. I don't know. Have we announced it?
We've spoken about it. People haven't seen it, but they also don't get this whole situation. Is it a combat or a weapon, or is it separate? Is it one? What's going on?
This is gonna be a new category, and we probably need to expand a little bit on that. So we're gonna have a new category which is weapons. This is kind of like it's similar to combat in a way that it goes in the combat slot. But this is like because we have no character involving. This is not like a character that transforms into a weapon. This is gonna be a bit separate. But in a lot of ways, it's gonna be similar in combat. That it won't be appear in the same category and it won't be part of the 5-star bat. But you can still get duplicate. You can still get the usual stars that you get when you get duplicates. You can chase for the 4-star if you want to be in the kind of like section where you can get all the bots. It won't be part of the 5-star badge, and it won't go into the 5-star combat badge. But you can still collect if you get duplicates on that. You will still be able to collect like combat charge, and you will still be leveling up by using Combat Spark, but it's just gonna be a different area. This is gonna be an area here. It's a little bit like the description is there. I'm gonna say this has not been playtested. We'll be going playtesting today, so things are gonna change. So don't read this; it might change a lot, but it's of course going out next week. It's going to be only one sword, which will be going to be servable by Sendius Magnus and Sendius Malus. This one is a bit different here. Um, and the idea is it's a weapon just designed for Sendius at the moment. Eventually, this category is going to expand with just weapons that you can equip with all your bots, independent of, it won't be bot specific one. We're starting with this sort of balance because when we introduce our new our characters like Sendius, we always kind of like get this idea that of a sword that bleeds and coming together. So for us, like we always, even back in the day, we had a plan where we're gonna introduce this sword complete, and it's gonna be a power up for these characters. So this is, I guess, in a lot of things similar. If you go into the, I guess, the character, it will go into the slot here, and it will be something that you can get into battle and use. So it's a lot of similar to combat, but
So I
not
guess in the
not the
future,
character.
then I'll be able to pick my weapon, pick my combat, pick my skin, maybe.
No, no,
Okay, but I can pick my.
no.
But I am able to run a combat and a weapon on the same bot in the future.
It's it's either combat or a weapon.
Okay, it's not
It's the same squad. You cannot
Yeah.
have because most combats are weapons,
okay.
and most weapons are gonna be weapons. So this is it's here. It takes the same squad. You cannot have a combat and a weapon. It's gonna be either one or the other. Uh,
Okay,
so this is gonna be that slot because we have the power core, which is more kind of like less weapon based specific except for the Star Saber one, which is usually kind of like something like stats increasing, and then you have the thing that changes the functionality of the bot, which is the weapon, and that can be fit on the combat and on the weapon kind of category, fits the same area. It changed the main weapon of this with the bot, and of course gives some other buff. So that's gonna be how it lives. But in all of ways, it's gonna be the same, similar. But because there's no gonna be any character involved here and in the future, we don't want to make it part of the same category.
Yeah, just think like the combat cores that are weapons that you attach, but because these are specific for some bots, we wanted to create something different, so we
It's
don't
not.
force
It's
the.
not. It's not because of that. It's not because they're specific or the bot. In the future, we're gonna be releasing more weapons, which is gonna be what agnostic, but it's always gonna be a weapon because the problem we
Okay.
always had is we don't have enough micromasters or other ones we want to convert into bots. So in the future, we want to be able to keep releasing weapons and cool ideas that you can change the bot behavior without having to find a character to connect to this. So this is why we have this category. It's going to be a bit separated from the other category, but again, it's going to have the same functionality in the end of the day.
cool. Two players have actually mentioned the same thing. Could they see Optimus Prime's axe and Megatron's mace of weapons eventually?
I mean, potentially, like it allows to do stuff like that. Before the combat system used to be like, can you find a character that's called Pteranodon that transforms into an axe, and that a character which transforms into an axe, right? You can't do stuff like that. You can't just add like Optimus axe. It just doesn't fit there. It needs to have another category, which you could theoretically find any other lore kind of like specific weapons or unspecific weapons that maybe a character is using, and you can put it in there, and then you can either give it to that character or to more characters, which is the idea, I guess, of having this separate category.
Cool. There's lots of people got ideas on what weapons should come to the game. That is pretty interesting. So
Yeah, this
how
allows more stuff, which is a cool idea, part of that.
nice. Somebody says, will it come in different chips as well to combats? I think you've already covered this.
Yeah.
We haven't covered it. Yeah, it will be a different chip. I think it will eventually will be a different kind of like a premium chip. Like it's not gonna be part of the premium combat chip. I think so. There are gonna be some changes. I
Yeah,
think.
because it's the kind of the first of a kind. We're still setting things on there, but yeah, the idea is to make something separate.
Cool. And they've got a max level of 10. Do they use how do we level up? Do they use combat spark for a
It's
weapon?
the same thing. So it uses combat spark in a lot of the same ways of combat. How it appears and how it behaves is quite similar in every way.
Cool. Rafko says, what does a sword do? We can't really show you that because it's going in.
I can't show it. I mean, probably
Yeah.
already some people took a screenshot and they can talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because I want to emphasize this has not gone into testing. It's quite like the ninth hour, so it's gonna be going to testing I think today or tomorrow, and we need to be released next week. So it's coming in hot, but I don't want to release it here.
Look
Yeah, it
at
looks
that
cool.
sword. That sword looks amazing.
Funny, like when we designed this character, we always had the design for this complete weapon. So it's been coming for quite some time. And it's a good idea. This is why I guess Sendius now becomes a 5-star because I mean he's always been strong as a 4-star. But we kind of wanted like this could be the opportunity to release his weapon and actually make him into a 5-star.
Cool. Volcanicus is asking, how do you get a 5-star? Is it another batch type in the store?
Remains to be seen. It won't be in the. I mean, it remains to be seen. There's a lot of things there. It won't be part of the combat 5-star batches. That is gonna be getting completed with any other future combats we do. Like the next release after this is gonna be a normal combat. But there will be other ways of getting it. But it's too early to say how this way is gonna be. It will be available in the future, but it's gonna be somewhere something new, something different.
That looks cool. Players are asking, some of those custom cores can be moved there. Which
Sorry?
one? Biju, I think it is. Sorry if I've butchered your name. Some of the custom cores can be moved there. What cores are you thinking should be grouped with this? Let us know.
I guess there is stuff like Lagnat's maze or
Oh yeah,
Relita one things, but they are more the kind of designed as a power core, kind of like that's why they drop from. I think it's like it's maze. It's like Lagnat's maze, but Elita has like an armor, so it's not kind of the same. So it has a different kind of like uh, idea. There's also I know there's another sword for oh god. There's quite a few things I know to take this part. There's some weapons like
The crowns.
the crowns, the weapons stuff. They'll be designed as power cores. I know it could theoretically move them in there, but like it will require a lot of restructuring in order to make them fit in this category. So no plan to do this.
So, how many weapons are going to be coming this year then?
We don't know. Like I mean, usually it's gonna. I mean, this year maybe another one. Maybe.
Okay.
I think the next one is combat. We don't have. I mean, considering we're on the 8-week rotation, we don't have that much time. So, like, I probably maybe another one. Yeah.
I think players have kind of got this idea that we've run out of characters to do a combats, but there's still quite a few that can be done right.
Like I mean, we keep finding stuff as we're releasing new stuff. We keep digging the lore. We can find and maybe. I mean, we have some ideas of the next week, next month. And we always go through like all these lists of micro monsters, weapon monsters, things, and try to pick something that fits. But as I said, this allows us to do more stuff than just finding a character that transforms in some weird weapon. And we are also now to some really weird continuities in order to make it work. So, yeah, like I think it allows us to do stuff as people said, like do an Optimus Prime weapon or something else.
Sounds really, really cool. When will we get a 5-star combat batch with a missing 5-star? Oh yeah, because I don't think it's close to being split yet, is it, Hyra? Because we don't have that extra
Yeah,
5-star
I
combat.
think we need one more.
Yeah, one
I
more.
mean,
But it
Yeah,
will be
it's gonna
coming,
be
I
next
mean.
month, so
Yeah.
yeah,
gonna come.
it's coming. It's coming. Don't worry. Jason Wright saying, since weapons like this won't be released in the 5-star combat batches, I take it that it will now take longer for those batches to be split. Ah, yeah, we just really
Yeah, we
covered
just
that.
covered it.
Yeah, just covered that. I like to see the combat made from the MM for the HasLabs. Not seen that. Have you seen that, Yanis? Yeah, please let us know what you're
What's
thinking.
what Motormaster?
Yes, I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Light Dragoon says, I heard that the more bots you have over level 60, the more large dispatch missions appear. Is that true?
Yes.
I think
It's
it goes by strength, doesn't it? Power.
It's goes by strength. It goes by the total squad strength you have. Like when you so the way we give you like missions, we say like, okay, what is your most powerful bot? We usually ignore the top 8 because we say like usually your most strong 8 bots is something you're gonna be using to do wars or your main squad or main attacking PvP battles. So if we ignore those 8, then we just like, okay, what's the next 8? How much is the battle power they have? And then that's the missions you have. So the more you level up characters, the more you increase the power by assigning them power cores or upgrading their ability, the more options you're gonna get for dispatch missions. And we should
Cool.
probably move on from the questions because still
I've got one more for you
cover.
before we move on
Okay.
because it's just about Star Saber, just so players just understand it. So Penny Lancaster says, so if I'm understanding correctly, you will be able to attach, say, Star Saber's cannon rifle, his combat, and then an actual power core like attack or health boost.
No. Star Saber's the rifle is a power core, even though it's a weapon. It doesn't. It only adds like a special ability that triggers every now and then. That's why it's kind of like a power core. That takes a power core slot. The price, the chest, the chest, and the on the kind of like the thing on the Star Saber. That's the combat because that makes him from a melee character to a ranged attack character, and that's the combat, and that's the combat slot. And the next skin. So again, we're always gonna have a power core, a combat or weapon, and a skin. That's it.
That's it. There we go. Right, now let's move on to new bots. 4 weeks today, we will be doing another stream demonstrating our new endurance bots. Who are they, Yanis? Before I switch.
The new endurance bots coming in what 6 weeks time is kind of like a character that a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. So one of them is Redgar, and
Ta-da.
the next one is Junkip. So Redgar and Junkion's finally coming into the game. Like yeah, it's been a long time coming. It's gonna be some like fan favorites characters, so they're gonna be coming in 6 weeks time. So Redgar and Junkie, unfortunately, we don't have them to show them in the game, but hopefully the next stream we can show them in the game and actually go through their ability. But yeah, it's really cool actually having Redgar finally joining. I think Earth Force. I
Wow.
hope people are excited.
I
But
hope
you
the
sh-
ability is called Dare to be Stupid.
Are you able to share what class they are going to be?
no, I have no information,
No information.
unfortunately,
To
for
be
you.
fair, Ariel was a different class before we released her, and then she changed. So it could change in testing depending what the testers' feedback they give
Yeah.
us. So
Like there's some ideas. I think like it was interesting. Like one of the design tests we did for a new designer was like come
create
with
a
a
bot.
design for Rekar. And the design that he had was pretty an interesting one, which I hope he can actually do when he comes abroad, and something I think people are gonna like. And but yeah, it's too early days for me to speak anything about it.
Cool. And then, Hyro, we've got season 18 of the site. We've
Yes.
got a lot. So who is the new Cyberpass skins?
So it's First Aid and another guy.
Oh. It is Bone Crusher and Skydive. Sorry, I went to the wrong scene. But there we go. These are our season 18. Wow. I
No,
can't.
these are the current season.
Is this the current season? What I've
Yeah.
put in? Really? I've got the current season. If you can send me the new ones,
It's
let me just.
it's on the
It's
channel
on.
we have for the stream.
Okay. I will just get these. So if you want to pick some questions, I will get the next season.
It's not your day, Dale.
It's not
That's
my
all
day.
right.
It's not my day today.
Yeah, but don't worry, we have it covered. The renders are there. Let's look for questions. Combiners 5 stars. This always comes.
Well, when someone actually selects a bot that could make a combiner into a 5-star, we're gonna get through it. But no, everyone that fun votes just tends to go away from that, and we tend to go away from that because that's gonna probably add a lot of work. So maybe next time you vote for a 5-star, you can collect a bot that you can be a 5-star combiner.
So it's always good to have them.
Yeah, it's like I'm always seeing like just keep monitoring for when they're gonna vote on all these bots. I'm just there waiting for. Oh, we have 4 out of 5 for all these combiners and 4 out of 5 for all these Decepticon combiners, and then someone is gonna vote for that bot just because he's the 5th out of 5 fight from the combiner. But no one has done that, so still nothing. No 5-star combiner coming.
Dale, you are our scapegoat today. So the casual gaming, that's it. This is another question. Yeah, why we don't do skins for 5-star bots instead of 4-star bots that have no 5-star? I don't think we have we don't take the stars on consideration. Apparently, some 5-star bots don't have any skin yet.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, you can find skins for all the bots that exist, 5 stars. I mean, that's the reason why. Like, our skins are try to be based on lore, which is why we're doing a lot of generation too and a lot of other things. So it's not like every character has a reskin that we can use. We don't want to go down the way of like redesigning our own skins yet. Maybe in the future, when we end up going through all the generations and all the other existing like reskins, official reskins, we might need to consider that. So that's why some of the 5 stars don't have skins, and that's why we're doing 4 stars. We don't try to say like, okay, it's a 5-star, it needs to have a skin. No, it's cool skin. It's good, nice to have. That's what we actually base it on.
Cool. And now I've just added the new Cyberpass skins. It is too big as always when I add something. All the same. It's because I add it and then it's like really crazy. But it is First Aid and Scavenger who are our.
It's still not on frame.
It's still not on frame, but it's too big. But this is our new Cyberpass skin.
God damn.
I love our Cyberpass skins. Here we go. That's a close up.
I
will
don't
be
even
coming.
know if anyone even saw something. I haven't seen anything. There it goes.
Do you see it now? There you go. So that is coming. I mean, everybody is gonna get a skin eventually, right? Technically,
No.
I mean, in time, when we do
I mean,
400 seasons, we'll
if
get.
we go up to that point, then maybe everything is gonna have skins. I think with the way we're going, we probably won't do everything. Considering like you do like 2 seasons every saga, so we keep releasing a new character every. So yeah, it's probably much wise saying.
The thing is, now we are getting close to Halloween. Can we please see a Halloween skin? A really
Sure.
ghosty skin.
Have someone design it if there's no other existing one, and then we can maybe make it happen.
Would everybody like to see a Halloween skin? I hope we're not too late with it, but if you do, because I think our only custom skins have been the holiday skins that we did, which were really cool. If you've got a Halloween skin idea, let us know. A Halloween base skin would be nice. Light Dragon's like, yes. So let us know. Windblade, yes. I think they're speaking. We need to probably have a look at Halloween skins. Ghost Starscream for Halloween.
We already have it. We can probably just. I think.
Yeah.
We made something with that. Like there was some kind of a power core, so maybe we give him an official skin.
Zombie Optimus. Oh, I like these ideas.
zombie of anything is good. So
Don't be anything. You either like it or hate it. One of the two.
Oh my god, would be interesting. I think Reflector
right.
would be interesting to have a skin. Cool. So we haven't got long, no trivia today, but we are going to do some giveaways
We're
on
not gonna
Discord.
give away. Oh god damn.
I know, my fault. We didn't get the questions, but don't worry, we're going to do some giveaways on Discord. So we're going to get everybody back in, and we're going to have some giveaways, which is nice. What about having the bot combats wearing Scrapbook's mask, like the Autobots told on a Halloween transmission?
What?
You've not heard about that one? Okay, never mind.
No.
Barbie Rhinox is Runan's idea, since everybody's
Mhm.
craving Barbie right now.
Barbie Rhinox.
Alpha
I mean,
Trion
just
has a
there's
ghost
Arcee.
form.
Alpha
Cool.
Trion has a ghost form too. Cool. Alpha Trion and Starscream. Done.
Done. There we go. Alpha Trion and Starscream. Will Phase 3 need 9 bot slots?
No. No plan for that for sure. I don't think in some devices we can actually support having 9 slots, 9 bots plus combiners plus Titan plus boost. It's probably kind of like not enough space. So no plans to add an extra bot yet.
Cool. I'm trying to make sure that we've covered everything that we needed to today. I think we've covered the new Cyber Pass. We've got new endurance bots coming up. There is lots going on. Yanis, what's going on in Transformers then? Alliance HQ's out of the way. What's next?
What's next?
What is next? What are you working on?
Working on a number of things. Some we cannot pick yet. There's a lot of, I don't know, you're trying to probably win some suggestions, which I said I don't want to promise because it's still probably quite far away. We're probably working on some startup version tool.
That's music to everybody's ears.
Like, yeah, for probably specifically for the 5-star stars that people might have too many of them, some people. That was requested, but that takes a bit more time and work. Hopefully we can get it done. And there's quite a few other things. Like like the next version is gonna be a nice one for some other things. We are working on in the future on a way to make it less grindy for events, especially for the longer events. We do want to kind of like make it less battle than the ones we have at the moment. So we have designed kind of like a new event type that will cover that. And the other thing we can potentially talk about, I'm trying to think now. Yeah, there's we still want to make tournaments for wars happen, multi-day wars. So that's something that's in progress. So there's a few things here and there coming up.
Cool. So yeah, so shared conversion, war rework coming, and you mentioned a second there, but I forgot which one it was. Battles shorter for longer events.
Yeah.
That is the 3 things the team's working on. Hopefully, we can have more news in the next stream. But again, it's all in design. No, okay, all in design at the minute, but that is what we're working on now. So if you've got any more questions, let us know. Runan's asking, Hyro, can we convert chips as well? Don't feel like opening the 1,300 plus gold chips just to convert them to G metal chips.
I think that's a very edge case. Not all players are
That's a lot of
holding this
chips.
many chips, so yeah, I guess patience. Open them. Let me know where did you get them from. But
Well, it's easier
yeah.
to open stuff now, for sure. At least we made it like with the skip. It's gonna be easy.
Yeah. So you can even skip the animation. I guess ideal scenario is open 100, but yeah, not all players have 100. It's not the normal stance.
Cool. Plans to add skin cores to combiners and Titans.
Potentially in the future, considering we're making a lot of bots into G2, it would be nice if we have G2 Superior or G2 Devastator or some of the other combiners. We don't support it yet. It's probably going to be tricky, but potentially in the future, we're going to have skins for combiners. I rather want to stay The same for probably for Titan.
And this is got to be my favorite question to the team. Can we have base skins?
No.
Base skins.
That would be the best Hyro. Base skins.
Yeah, well, it's a big thing, that's for sure.
Penny Lancaster says, obviously we can't talk about the feature too much. So what was said about event battles, does that mean we will be getting more per whatever zone than we do present? I guess you can't really speak about it too much. But they won't lose anything, will they? And they will be able to do less.
Sorry, what?
I think the question they're kind of asking is they won't lose anything by doing less with the
So
less
the
battles.
way it will be designed in a way that I'm gonna like at the moment a lot of the how players do is like I'm gonna maybe do 3 bots behind the base, destroy the base quickly, finish up, and get down with it and get as many points which the zones gives, and then move on to the next one. The idea is to do more full battles, but because you destroy the more you destroy the base, the more extra points you're gonna get. That will actually make up that even though the battle will take longer, this might give you a lot more rewards because you destroy the whole base. That's how it's designed. There will probably be some extra cost into this game mode, but the whole thing is designed to kind of like massively reduce the number of battles you do.
Cool. Nice one.
But you probably won't be able to do it on like there's a lot more kind of like this is why it's too early to do, but that's the main design kind of like of the idea.
Party Gamer, could we ever see a day and night cycle for the game so we could see our bases and enemy bases at night?
Whose night?
They're going in
Yours?
the
Your
future.
enemies? These things are cool, but the amount of resources that would require for what they do.
I would rather just make the game look much nicer and more beautiful in the daylight instead of having it like at night.
It's a cool idea.
Dark
though.
at night, but yeah, it would be nice to have. But
Cool
yeah, it would take a lot of extra effort to do.
Cool. Nice one. I think
Someone in Facebook is missing a 1-star hook.
send a
I don't
ticket.
know. Yeah, send a ticket. If
Send
you're
a
missing
ticket.
a 1-star character.
If we don't actually retire this one,
Yeah. Well, we have an achievement that gives them all. So I thought that was covered, but for some reason he didn't get the 1-star
Yeah,
hook.
sometimes it does. I think you get a premium crystal when you start the game, which gives you a 1-star crystal. And I think sometimes like the achievement is just a slightly different depending on what you get. So sometimes people might just miss 1 or 2.
I think at some point, we're gonna change the tutorial soon. To be honest, like we'd be giving like 1-star and 2-star in the tutorial, which is not applicable considering if you open a free crystal, you straight away you get 3-star. So that's why I'm just leaning forward to in the future, like 1-stars might not be attainable for players unless you're giving them from achievements. We need to kind of like scale up what you gain early on to make it kind of more compatible of how we upscale or the rewards you get from the crystal.
Yeah. Cool. Nice one. Yeah, because we've got a lot of new players coming into the game. So could we have shorter times?
We already reduced shorter times quite significantly in a lot of areas. That was when we did HQ18. So we did reduce a lot of the HQ build times. And so we kind of also reduce the XP around that point, make it easier for people to level up. There's gonna be some delay for sure. There's gonna be some time. It's still gonna take a little while. You can only speed it up so far before everything is in too much in the face of players. So they start too many concepts early on needs to get accommodated. So no plan to do another speed up, but maybe in the future we can have discounts or seasonal kind of for this between this and this, it's gonna be quicker to upgrade buildings or something like that.
That would be awesome. But anyway, that is the end of the stream. So thank you to everybody for coming on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Thanks for joining us.
Nice seeing everybody. Lots of cool ideas. We'll chase up them Halloween skins. Don't you worry. That'll be super cool. But yeah, thanks everybody, and we'll have more information in. Is it 4 weeks or 6 weeks from now? 4 weeks from now, and hopefully we have some new people with us as well who we can introduce to you. Maybe it'll be too early, but we will see.
I don't know. Like it's a quite
We shall
optional.
see.
Like who wants to join the stream? We don't make anyone like you have to join the stream. So, but hopefully there will be someone else that will be interesting to to come here and then talk to people, so we can actually some of us take a break.
Yeah, cool. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot, and we will see you very soon. Bye bye.
Thanks
Thanks,
everyone.
Bye.
Take care.